Hello everyone, welcome back to another trading video guys, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get small W's as a beginner trader, and I'm going to give you guys the basic values of some Loomians. So let's get into the video straight away. So as you guys know, 0.02 GR is 1 gamma and 0.1 GR is 5 gammas, which means 1 GR is 50 gammas. So 1 gleam roam is worth 50 gammas. So usually as a beginner trader, people would firstly be trading roams and gleams. As I said, roams aren't worth a lot unless it's like dusket with a pure nature. People will want it on a pure positive nature, not a negative nature, like clumsy or sluggish, but like nimble or robust or smart. Nimble and Brawny are the two ones that are like the most looked out for, and they get a gamma each. So I think that's really like a thing, like a really good thing for traders. Because since if you get one pure nimble nature dusket, don't trade it away. Use that to hunt for more duskets which are pure natured, and then trade the duskets which you get away. So going in here, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. So first, let's talk about the basic things. Gleam RRs. What are Gleam RRs worth? So, let's take this Wimpor. Gleam RRs like Wimpor, which is this, have dependency based on value, but most of them will go for 3 to 4 gleams, and 4 is a bit of an OP, but like 3 is the base value for any of the Gleam RRs, which are less rare. That includes Wimpor, Potrol, stuff like Swimp, and Pwaf. Yeah, basically less rare ones like Gabidemic. And then the more rare ones like Operaraptor, Igneo, they go for a higher amount of value. And Gleam events like Halloween Kabunga and Xmas Cradle, these actually go for 2 gleams, but they can get 3 gleams and OPs if they're perfect nature. So keep in mind, don't try to take an L. And Gleamer, even like Fancup, used to be a Gleamer, but I don't know why it decreased in value, and they say it's not a Gleamer anymore. Gleams like Barosh, as I said, have bad demand. Now, there are some Gleam events that actually get higher OPs. And there are also Gleam event RRs like Gleam Q-Point and stuff. Like Gleam Worm, these actually get OPs. This is not an RR, but like this Gleam event can get 3 to 4 gleams, unlike the other ones like Halloween Kabunga, which got 2 to 3 gleams. Because these have higher demand because they have not returned yet. Even Monchibi can get more. And stuff like this, if this Q-Point was Gleam, it would get 5 gleams to 6 gleams in value. So yeah, we have to look out for that, and based on these values, you can make out how much of a W that you wanna make depending on you. You might wanna sell this for 7 gleams, 8 gleams, yeah. And then we have Gleam Coupling, stuff like this. This is also considered a rarer Gleam RR, so this will also be worth about 5 to 6 gleams. And then we will go to the Gleam Starters. The Gleam Starters are like this Gleam Snow Cup. This is totemized, non-totemized Gleam Starters are gonna go for 5 gleams, which is half a gamma. So yeah. And also better Loomians like Gleam Pipsy, Gleam Hydrini, they also go for half a gamma, which is 5 gleams, which means you guys have already made it out 1 gamma, 10 gleams, but people look for 12 gleams, and that's what you should aim for, because 12 gleams is the value that you would want to aim for if you're trading something away like this. There's also Gleamers like Ansi, which only get 2 gleams, because they're not even considered that big. Like, its evolution is not an RR anymore, which means only Ansi itself is an RR, which doesn't have that much of a demand in trading. Now we will go to the value of gleam vary. If it's a proper PvP nature, and if it's totem, then it gets like 3 to 4 gammas. But if it's not, if it's something like pure nimble, it does like a pure nature, a pure good nature, and then it gets like 1 gamma. If not, it's half a gamma. So yeah. Then as I said, pure dust kits like mine that I have right here, like normal versions are worth 1 gamma. Now as I said last time, let's go into the outlook of PvP. Now as we go into PvP, here we have some PvPs here. Okay, so PvPs, normal, non-SA PvP, like this, will be only worth half a gamma. It has, like, with all the upping, the training and everything, it's only worth half a gamma. PvPs like this Shachi, which are SA PvP, these are worth 1 gamma each. So you'd want to trade this for 1.5 gamma if you were looking to get a W in PvP trading, or you might find someone who wants this so badly, because there are a lot of people who look for a specific set of Loomians and you can make W's out of them. So this is a really good W for beginner trades, because this Shachi is also used a lot in PvP. And then there's Gleam PvPs. Gleam PvPs which do not need SA are about 1 gamma, and PvPs which do need SA are about 1 gamma, and PvPs which do not need SA, I mean Gleam PvPs which do not need SA, are about 3 gammas. But before I go into the next value, I would like you guys to check out my description, and in this join PeterNext Discord server, and in that, I mean the LL value Discord server, and it has a lot of values. Most of these values are from that. So go and join the Discord server. Shout out to him, Luck, and everybody. So let's go straight back in to our video. So yeah, whether Gleam PvPs don't need SA or that. And then there's also baby PvPs which you can get for cheaper amount of value, for like 2 gleams or 3 gleams, if they're the right nature. But most of the hard work is spent on training, so I'd rather not recommend that. And even the rarer Gleam PvPs like this Gleam of Dragon can get 1.5 gamma to 2 gammas, even though no matter if it requires SA or just doesn't require SA. But if it does not require SA, it will have a higher value. If it does require SA, it will be 2 gammas. It does not require SA, and it's a really like a Gleam RR or something that is PvP, it will be more value. And like a normal Gleam of Dragon will also have more value than a normal Gleam RR. It's going to have half a gamma value. So keep that in mind while trading. So that's it. Those are most of the basic values that you need in trading. Those are like the most basic stuff that normal players get, and all of them have decent demand. None of them have too good of a demand, except even gleams that do not return. And even gleams that do not return usually have a higher value. So everything that I mentioned there is returning. Most of them. Mochibis, they have not returned yet, but they have mastery, which means they're gonna return, and that is how that is how you can estimate that their value is something like this or this, because most of the values and events depend on if they're returning or not. Like this Emerald Gate was just a reskin, but it's not returning, so it's a lot of value, and it's also rare. Even if this Christmas Rope is less value, is less rare, it's not returning. I mean, it is 1 by 500, but like it's not returning, so that gives a lot of value. So yeah. Since we covered all of the basic values, now let's go and try getting a W. But before we talk about trying to get a W, I'm gonna show you guys I'm gonna show you guys one more thing that I forgot to tell about. and that is items. And items like exchange gems, they can go for 1 to 2 gleams. They're very common, so don't try to OP for them. They are very common. Meteorites are also very common. You can try to trade gleams for 4 of them. Animatorite and Matorite are not common. You are gonna have to OP for them. People are gonna look for OPs for them. And meteorites also, meteor discs also need OPs. And then there's Ancient Shifter. Ancient Shifter can get half a gamma, and it can also get 1 gamma. And then the scrap metal, clear lens, power core, of these do not OP. They're worth like a gleam, and that's it. Not even scrap metal and clear lens, not even worth a gleam. You need like 3 or 4 of those if you want them that much. So yeah, if you want them that much, then you can get them, but most of them are not worth shit. Strong magnets are worth like a gleam each. Those are for getting coupling, and copper nuggets are for evolving coupling, and they were like 2 to 3 gleams right now. Quantum core, you can pay up to 3 gleams for it, or 2, but just don't OP2 for it. This bottle is like 3 gleams. And then there's this radar for these PvP items like power cups, metal essence. You have to pay half a gamma for each of them. So yeah. And then health amulet is the most looked at one, I think. So you'd have to pay 2 gammas for the health amulet. And then there's the newer meteorite. And these are the new items for the samurai saddle and the trash can guy. Those are not worth a lot. So going back into medicine, we have the gummies. The gummies are, you can get like a lot of gummies for like 1 single shard. You can get 5 to 6 gummies for each shard. So yeah, just try to get that cheeky W there, and try to get 8 or 7 sometimes. But if not, then just go for 6. And then we have burn gel. Burn gel, literally nobody uses. Do not get it. Nobody's gonna trade it. Worth nothing. Probably a Rome or something. The shards are worth 2 gleams each. And a lot of people look for shards. Recently, the energy tree came, so yeah. Energy shard, speed shard. As you can see, energy shard is the most like common one for me, along with defense shard M and attack shard M. So yeah. Medium meds too. Nobody trades for those. And discs not a lot of people trade, except for even discs. Even discs do go for a gleam if people are specifically looking for them, and most people specifically look for them. Ace discs are worth a lot. I think you can pay a gamma for them, or more. They're actually worth more, I'm pretty sure, because if this battle is worth, you can pay gamma, 1 to 2 gammas for them. And then you can have power fruits and thunder fruit. People do pay 1 to 3 gammas for thunder fruit. Power fruits though, they do pay a lot lesser, but you can still make a profit for like 1 gleam. You can try to trade 1 gleam for each power fruit, which you will not get. But usually they go for around 2 power fruits or 3 power fruits for 1 gleam. And yeah, that's about it. So now let's try talking about how to get a W. So usually anything that is like even, as soon as an event comes out, like as soon as this crate came out, okay, Christmas event came out, this crate came out, you'd have to literally go to you'd have to try to get a gleam crate as soon as possible, like the new event gleams as soon as possible. Even if there's a new update, you have to get the new gleams as soon as possible. Like the new gleams, even till this day, like the new gleams that came out are getting OP'd by up to like 4 gleams, which is a lot for a beginner trader. Now this gleam crate, once it came out, it got like offers up to 1 gamma and like 2 gammas and like. Not even gonna kid, guys, but if you see one of my videos at the start of the event, I traded my coupling, a normal pure nimble coupling, for a gamma wiki. And I know gamma wiki is bad, but it is still a gamma, and that's literally a humongous W for like beginner traders, and that is a turning point for them, because it was like nothing to something. And then Gleam Cray, yeah, events, they have a lot of demand once they come out, so be sure to get the Gleam event as fast as you can, or if someone is trying to sell them cheap, try to get this as soon as you can and trade it away. And then you have normal gleams, for which people sometimes will specifically look for gleams which you have to look out for. This is the same case for PvPs. If people are specifically looking for something, it means that they're probably OP for it. You have to look for those kinds of people, and then you have to make them OP for it. And then yeah, usually gleams do not get OP sometimes, but for like newbie traders, they do try to OP because they don't know the value of stuff. Or if you have like a bad nature gleam, and if you're trying to trade, and if someone has a gleam of the same value, like a different gleam but of the same value, and it's a better nature, you can try to upgrade your gleam if he wants it to the better nature gleam, both of them having the same value, so that you don't lose value but you gain kind of demand because it has a better nature, and better natures always have demands. Even the best of the looms, if they're worse nature, people will not look for them usually, because good natures are good to collect, even if like it's for long runs and stuff. Good natures are the ones that always increase in value. It's the same for like gleam event roams, which are increasing because they're non-returning. If they're good natured, then they get humongous differences between good natured ones and bad natured ones. So that's what you gotta aim for, and that is why pure nimble duskets, pure natured positive natured duskets are so good, because you need them for hunting for good natured new Loomians as soon as they come out. So yeah, guys. So yeah, that's how you try to get W's for most of the things, and gleam RRs and everything. So yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll appreciate you guys if you could like the video, and also subscribe to my channel, guys. Do not forget to like the video. Okay, liking important, commenting down below is also important. If you do not agree with any of the values, and then I'm sorry. These values are something that only these values are something I know of. I'm not sure about you guys, but if you disagree, then be sure to tell your opinion in the comments down below, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Goodbye, everybody. This is the Legendary Game Squad signing off. Also, go join the Discord value server. Description down below if you're looking for values.